Hi, this is Kevin Ray, your IT specialist who will be teaching you about GoHighLevel. If you're in IT and you're looking for a platform that can run an entire business, not just manage leads, you might have just found it. Because GoHighLevel isn't just a CRM anymore. It's becoming the operating system behind how modern businesses sell, communicate, automate, and now even use AI. This is Likha, the workshop for GHL, where you learn to skip the click and do the trick. Right now, we are inside GoHighLevel.com. To start, we first have to log in. So, to log in, you can click the login button at the top right. Once you're inside, you'll be at app.GoHighLevel.com. If you already have an account in GoHighLevel, you can add your email and your password. But you can just click sign in with Google if you use your Google account and use your preferred account. Once you've clicked that, you're inside GoHighLevel. Here's what most businesses look like today. Leads come in through one app, emails go out through another, appointments live somewhere else, payments get tracked separately, and reporting stuck in a spreadsheet nobody updates. Every handoff between systems is another chance for something to break. The problem isn't that the businesses don't have software. The problem is their software doesn't talk to each other. For years, software was about replacing tools. Today, it's about connecting systems. And now, AI is starting to operate those systems for you. That shift from tools to systems to AI running the systems is exactly what this video will be teaching you. So what is GoHighLevel actually? Think of it as a central operating system for a business. Every lead, every conversation, every appointment, every automation, every customer interaction living inside the connected ecosystem. Not 5 apps stitched together. One system built to run the whole customer journey, start to finish. And everything we will be building will be here, which will be starting from scratch. So first off, to start, we need to go to sub-accounts. Sub-accounts will be located at the left side over here, the 5th list. So to start off, once you're logged in inside GoHighLevel, you can see here at the left side, there's a menu bar. Over here, we have a certain amount of options, but for now, we will be focusing on sub-accounts. So go to sub-accounts. And as you can see, there are already existing sub-accounts here. Here at OptoGrow, we have managed a few amount of sub-accounts. But for our video, we'll be going to OptoGrow mini projects. For now, I can teach you how to create a sub-account. So to start doing that, go to the top right with the button Create Sub-Account. Over here, we have a certain amount of templates created by GoHighLevel. Here are the snapshot templates. Snapshots are basically the presets that we've created or the presets that GoHighLevel created themselves. If you have a specific niche that you want to follow, it's already here. But if you want to start from scratch, you also have the option to go to blank snapshot. So once you click select, you have the permission or the permission request to allow or block GoHighLevel accessing your location. This is not necessary, but if you want easy access to stating your address for your sub-account, you may do so. But in this video, I'll be showing you that you can block this. Now, if you don't have a specific address or a specific place that you can click onto this map given by GoHighLevel, you can just click Add Manually at the right side of the search bar. Now, as you can see here, there's a form that you can answer. It says here, add sub-account, and it asks for your first name, last name, email, business name, business niche, business phone, address, with the city, country, state, and zip, and then your website, if it's existing already. And most importantly, your time zone. This is essential when it comes to your sub-account because it will be used for your appointments or for booking. And you'll also have the option to include sample data by GoHighLevel. There's also another option here asking what type of account are you setting up. If you're an IT and you're doing this for your client, you can click "This is my client's account." But if you want your own account, you can customize it even more by setting it up as "This is my own account," and then click Sub-account, and then click Add Sub-account. Now moving on to the setup of your sub-account. If your GoHighLevel already has some existing sub-accounts, just make sure to navigate to the sub-account that we just created. If your GoHighLevel account is just brand new, then all you will be seeing in the list that we'll be clicking is just one sub-account. To go there, go to the sidebar, click here to switch. This will give you a drop-down of the list of your sub-accounts. In this video, we'll be going to OptoGrow mini projects where I'll be discussing the foundations of GoHighLevel, or the main tools that we'll be using as we go through this video. Once you're inside your sub-account, there are 5 main tools that we'll be needing to understand to set up the foundation of your system. This is important because you will be seeing the relevance and the connections of these tools. There are parts that I won't be tackling since they are a lot more deeper than you thought to understand. So first off, we'll be going first, skipping dashboard. Let's go to calendars. Now, calendars is where your booked appointments or appointments that are to follow is displayed. And then at the right side, we have the filters and manage viewing. If you want to see all, you can click all. We have appointments and then block slots. If you want to filter specific calendar, specific user or group, you can also navigate here. We have users, calendars, and groups. Clicking this will show you a specific calendar that is scheduled up to this week. If you want a monthly view, you can also have this view. Clicking annotation will also give you an explanation of what is going on your calendar. Moving along to the next part of calendars, which is appointment list view. Appointment list view supposedly has the contacts that has an appointment status or an appointment. If it only has an appointment, it will always have a default appointment status with it, which is confirmed, depending on what you have set up for that contact. To understand more about contacts, we'll be moving along to contacts. Inside contacts, you'll be having all of the leads or the contacts that you've integrated, implemented, imported inside your GoHighLevel sub-account. As you can see, there are specific contacts that you can click to. Let's say we click on to the contact named Kevin. Inside here, there are a lot of things going on, so we'll be skipping some parts over here. But to understand this, you will have contact details, and at the right side, the far right, there's another sidebar that you can click on. We have here the activities, which will display all of the activities going on this contact. We have the associations, opportunities, tasks, notes, appointments, documents, payments, and agent logs. If you're worrying about what's going on here, I need you to understand first what are opportunities. So let's move along back to the main sidebar or the left sidebar that has opportunities. Over here, we already have an existing pipeline. To understand this deeper, opportunities are the statuses, or a customized graph that you want to see where are your leads are going. So let's say we have here the first pipeline stage. Lead magnet checklist, book funnel, case study, and webinar are called pipeline stages or opportunity stages, whichever. And if we navigate to another pipeline, we can try to look onto client onboarding. This is another set of pipeline that you can also navigate through. And if we go through another pipeline, we have another empty customized pipeline. But over here, I'll be teaching you and letting you know how to understand this deeper. First off, we have the advanced filters, sorts, and manage fields. These are the filters that you can customize inside your pipeline. Inside pipelines, or at the top part, you can click pipelines. Here, you can create your own pipeline as you saw on the list earlier. These are the pipelines that are already existing. And at the top right, there's a button named Create Pipeline. To create a pipeline, just click this button and set up your pipeline stages. You can name them accordingly, even add emojis. Since we already discussed 3 parts of the main things we need to understand in your sub-account, we have 2 last parts, which is automation and sites. First off, let's go to automation. The automation is where you create your own system. Or let's say you have a computer, this is your motherboard. This connects everything else to each other. To understand this deeper, let's go inside and create a workflow. Right now, you are seeing a list of workflows foldered to each other. There will be folder on folders and then folders of different workflows. But don't worry, I'll be explaining to you this briefly. So go to the top right with the button Create Workflow. Once you click that, let's go to Start from Scratch. We also have a set of options as well. Build using AI, select from template, import from campaign, or company-based workflow. But for here, in this video, we'll be using Start from Scratch. Starting from scratch, as you can see at the top part of the workflow or the workflow editor, you will see a new workflow that you can rename. Let's say this is just testing workflow. In the latest GoHighLevel app, we have a prompt option where an AI can help us create a automation. An automation can be different things. It can be your builder or your helper or the navigator, depending on how you create this. Creating a sub-account requires no trigger, and you can always start with an action. Again, it does not require any trigger. It is an option. You can always start to creating an action. So basically, a workflow has triggers and actions. Triggers are the main things why a lead or a contact goes inside the workflow. Actions are the things that will be happening to that contact or what will be happening inside your system as that contact goes through your workflow. So let's say I want the trigger to be a tag. The explanation here, if a contact gets a specific tag, then it will go inside the workflow. That's the trigger. That's the purpose. That's the reason why the lead came inside the workflow. Now, let's say we're going to be creating a workflow without a trigger. Once we click plus, we'll also have a certain amount of lists or options to add to our action. Let's say once the contact is inside, the first action that will be happening here is update. Update what? We can update the contact field, or the other things mentioned here. But over here, if this sounds familiar to you, I've discussed earlier, opportunities. Those opportunity stages will be updated here by using workflows. So let's click Create Update Opportunity. You'll see here an option to edit and have a specified opportunity or pipeline to manipulate. So let's say we'll be using the pipeline, which we saw earlier. And then we'll be using the pipeline stage lead. As you see, there are only 4 pipeline stages, similar to the opportunities that we've saw earlier. So if we click lead, once a contact goes inside this workflow, then the contact will have an update. It will create or update the contact to be inside the pipeline, named pipeline, specifically on the pipeline stage of lead. Now, if you're wondering how can a contact or a lead go inside the workflow without a trigger, then I'll be explaining to you while we're inside contacts. If you want a contact or a lead to go inside your workflow, this will be done manually. You can click a specific contact, and then you'll have several options. So make sure to click the checkbox. I'm clicking my contact, which is Kevin. With the checkbox checked, we can navigate to the trigger automation that is set over here. Once you click this, you'll have the option to add them to a specific workflow. The action name is for tracking, to see in the tracking system inside the GoHighLevel. Why this happened, where do you want this to go, or what report do you want to track for this action. And then we have the workflow that we want them to be inside in. Now for the last part, which is the front end part, sites. Once you're inside sites, you'll be seeing a numerous amount of options at the top bar. We have funnels, websites, stores, webinars, analytics, blogs, WordPress, client portal, forms, surveys, quizzes, chat widget, and QR codes. In this video, we'll be only talking about funnels. As you can see, we already have a set of funnels existing in this sub-account. Some are already folded and some are not. But for now, we'll be creating our own funnel. To do this, go to the top right with the blue button, again named New, and then Funnel. Once you click the button, we'll have 3 options. You can name the funnel and start from scratch, or use Build AI, or use one of the templates. In this video, we'll be creating a funnel with the templates. So make sure to click From Templates and then Continue. As you can see here, we have some options that we can use. These are the recently added funnels. We can also use our templates. If you already created a funnel, you can add your own template as well. We can click Shared with Me if anyone you know or a connection that we have to share a funnel with you, or with your favorites, depending if you already have a favorite based on the categories inside template library of funnels. To see more options, we have here Browse Categories. Click More, and then you'll have a numerous amount of niche. We have here automotive, beauty and fashion, business coaching, and more. For now, we'll be using Other. Click the checkbox, and then it will display Other. And also, make sure you're inside all templates. In all templates, while clicking on Other with the Browse category, filtered here are 12 templates. The 12 templates will depend on your preference if you want to use it or not. If you hover on the template, you'll have the option to click on the favorite button and then choose or preview. Before you use a funnel or use the funnel to edit to, you can click preview. But we'll be skipping to choose. Once you click the choose button, it will create and upload the template inside your sub-account. Now, to understand what's going on inside the editor of funnels, it already uploaded the funnel that we've used or the template that we chose for our sub-account. We can also scroll down for the rest of the design that's created inside and even navigate through the options that we have here in the editor. But for now, I want you to understand what this looks like on the outside. So let's go outside the editor and see what the funnel is actually. So we've come this far. I think you already understood what a funnel is. It is like a Figma. Now, why does this have several other funnels inside the funnel? Well, a funnel is not just a singular funnel or a singular web page. A funnel is a website, meaning a funnel has other parts. If a website have web pages, funnels have funnel steps. The funnel steps, it can be accordingly of which funnel goes first. But this will also depend on how you will link them. You can have the funnel at the top as opt-in and then link the next button to thank you, skipping the rest of the funnels.